Well, grace and peace, grace and peace, grace and peace. It is Breshawn here. You know why you're here. I know why you're here. I got a question for you. Have you ever wondered how in the world could you increase your impact and your income? Well, today I'm here to talk to you about 3 keys to building a personal brand, a purpose-driven personal brand. And we're going to talk about that. The first thing that you have to understand, and I'm going to be sitting up and getting down, the first thing that you have to look at is your goal. For example, most people's goals is to make $1 million. So say that my goal, your goal is to make $1 million. That's your first 7 figures. I want to put that goal right here. This is my goal. I'm going to circle that goal. This is my goal. Can you see my board? I also want to draw this diagram for you. I want to draw this triangle. And in this triangle, I'm going to put an arrow that is ascending, is going up. Because I want to talk to you about these 3 keys. The first key that you have to have is a purpose. Now, your purpose is going to be your foundation to your success. Purpose. Now, as you know, purpose is literally the reason why something exists. It is the reason why something is created. The Greek word for purpose, though, watch this, is called telos. That word telos there means objective. It means to have an aim. So I want to ask you, what are you aiming at? What's your objective? What's your purpose? Because many people have ideas, but they don't have a purpose attached to it. Many people have aspirations, but they don't have a purpose attached to it. And when you extract purpose out of your plan, what you get is nothing. Because we have to understand that the reason why we need a purpose is so that we can know when we are successful. Success, by definition, is to obtain a goal, is to reach a goal. So the reason why your purpose is important is because how do you know when you finally reached your goal? How do you know when you finally reach your objective? How do you know when you finally can say that I am successful? And I believe that many people are making plans, but they don't understand when or how they have become successful. So you have to have a purpose. You have to have a foundation, because without a foundation, you won't be able to navigate your way through the obstacles, the trials, the tribulations, the lack of motivation, the days when you feel sad, the days when you feel sick, the days when you don't want to do nothing. Your goal and your purpose is going to keep you focused even when you don't want to be focused. I want to talk to you about also having passion. I hope you can see my board. Passion. Now you need a passion. You need a passion. You need a passion. Not a passion, but you need passion in general. Passion is that fire that is on the inside of you, that no matter what comes your way, you have enough passion to make it through the things that's trying to stop you. You got to understand that it's the devil's job to do 3 things. His job is to kill, steal, and destroy your entire life. Now, Jesus did say that I come to bring you life and that more abundantly, and that's true. But you won't get to access your abundant life without having a fervency, without having a passion, without having a tenacity to push through the barriers, to push through the walls in order to get what it is that God called you to get, what God called you to have. And so I want you to understand that, yes, you need a purpose, but you also need to back that purpose up with a passionate fire that is on the inside of you. That's why the Bible says that faith without works is dead. You can have as many dreams as you want. You can have as many goals as you desire. But if you don't have enough work ethic, if you don't have enough passion behind it, then I'm afraid you won't be as successful as you desire to be. So if you want to be successful, reaching this goal, reaching this $1 million goal, reaching this $1 million brand, you have to make sure that you partner your purpose with passion, that fire. That fire. You would have been way more successful had you not given up on yourself. Why do you give up on yourself so easily? I think that's the issue that we have with humanity as a whole. When we don't get our way, we become immature, we become babies, we cry about it, we point our fingers, we blame everybody else instead of picking ourselves up and figuring out, what do I have to do to keep my fire lit? What do I have to do to make sure that I stay in the right lane, that I stay laser focused to obtain what it is that I'm trying to obtain? Now, lastly, before I'm done, I want to kind of segue this. I want to kind of segue this, and I want to park right here, and I want to talk about this $1 million goal. Understand that this $1 million goal is not necessarily, and I was just having a conversation about this literally 30 minutes ago, 30 seconds ago, 3 minutes ago, literally. That this $1 million goal, understand that money is not everything. Usually, this $1 million goal is attached to something. Usually, this $1 million goal is attached to things like, I want to spend more time with my family. Usually, this $1 million goal is attached to something like, I want to travel more. So before we put this last leg on it, let's talk about this. That you have a purpose. Your purpose is to make $1 million. Why do you want to make $1 million? Not for what $1 million represents. It's not that you want to look cool and cute to please the Joneses and keep up with the Joneses. But it's so that you can spend more time with your family, do more things you love to do, travel more, see the world. Whatever your biggest dream is, whatever your biggest goal is, that vision that you have for your life, this is why you want the money. This is why you want the wealth. This is why you want to be paid on purpose. Because being paid on purpose is not about how much money you can accumulate. It's about how much freedom that you have emotionally, spiritually, psychologically, and even physically. How free are you? I believe that so many people are in bondage by their jobs. I believe so many people are in bondage, shackled to corporate America. Not because they want to, but most of the times because you need to. You got bills, you got a family, you got mouths to feed. But we don't talk about the escape plan. And I want to show you this. I want you to grab onto this because I want you to have a blueprint toward your destiny. Now understand, you need a purpose to lay a foundation. You need a passion. But the last thing that you need, and I hope I'm spelling this right, is a proficiency. Yeah, I'm spelling that right. Proficiency. So what is your proficiency? Your proficiency is that thing that you're good at, that thing that you can become great at. What is that one thing that you are so good at that everybody knows you're good at it? See, if don't nobody know you good at it, then you must not be that good at it. But I want to talk to you about your proficiency. What is that one thing? Are you a great administrator? Are you a great manager? Are you a great singer? Are you a great dancer? Are you a great teacher? Are you a great student? There is something that you are good at. There is something that you are great at. Whatever that God-given gift is, skill is, talent is, it is your duty and it is your responsibility to become proficient in that thing. So that when God opens up the door for you and brings you before great men, once your gift makes room for you, you're actually great at what you do. Because your wealth is attached to your value. The more value you can create for the marketplace, the more proficient you are at what you do, the more wealth you can create. That's why the Bible says to remember the Lord thy God, for it is God who gives us the ability to get wealth, the ability to create wealth. Deuteronomy 8:18, go look it up for yourself. With this diagram, we have the ability to create that wealth, according to Deuteronomy 8:18. Because we have a purpose, which means we have an aim, we have a goal, we have passion, which means that we have the ability to persevere through whatever trial, whatever obstacle that's in our way. And then we have a proficiency. So the unity of these three principles creates enough inertia, it creates enough momentum to help us to ascend toward that goal, that $1 million goal, that goal that you have to travel more. You want to go to Dubai, you want to go to Bora Bora, and ultimately things like spending more time with your family, spending more time doing what it is that you've been called to do, what your purpose to do, instead of slaving at your 9 to 5. Can't take off sick, can't take a mental health day, can't take a vacation, always got drama on the job, got something going on. If it's not this thing, it's the next thing. You hate your job. You don't even like your job for real. You're only doing it for the check. You literally hate your job, but you're still there. You literally are exhausted. What if you could work less and make more? You didn't think about that. What if you can work less but make more? Because watch me. Your paycheck is exactly what it's supposed to be. And this is not a political argument, because I know a lot of people are saying, oh, we need to raise the minimum wage. You're getting paid exactly what you're supposed to be getting paid. I don't care if you get paid $15 an hour. I don't care if you get paid $20 an hour, $25 an hour. Whatever it is you're getting paid that much because you deserve to get paid that much. Not because you're a bad person, not because your character is flawed. I'm not saying that. What I am saying, though, is because you decided to work for a company, they get to choose how much you get paid. It's their company. So how about, instead of whining and complaining about the ways that they set, trying to change a system that you probably won't be able to change, how about you create your own system? How about you create your own wealth? How about you create your own destiny? How about you create your own paycheck? Write your own paycheck. Because you're not going to get paid according to what you believe you're worth. It's not until you step outside of the box, step outside of the frame, step outside of the system, and become a creator, an innovator, that you're going to finally get paid what you're actually worth. So that's why your proficiency matters, because you will create wealth to the level of the value that you provide for the next person. That's why your purpose is important. I want y'all to see how this all flows. Because if your purpose is all about you, you're going to be broke for the rest of your life. If your business and your brand is all about you, you're going to be broke for the rest of your life. But you got to understand that the reason you need a purpose is because you were created to solve big problems for other people. Your purpose is not about you. Your purpose is about the next person. How can you lift somebody else's burden? How can you solve somebody else's problem? Which is why your passion is important. You got to be passionate about other people more than you are about yourself. And I'm afraid that in this time and in this generation, we become more prideful and selfish. But if you're going to become an entrepreneur, if you're going to become a business owner, you got to take that ego away. You got to take that pride away and understand that if you're going to create a personal brand, your personal brand, people don't care about you that much. They care about what you can do for them. So if you can center your personal brand around the problems that people face, rather it's a lack of motivation, rather it's a lack of clarity, rather people trying to find their mate, and you want to be Cupid, whatever the case is, what problem can you solve? What issue can you solve? The solution is on the inside of you. I hope this blessed you. I will see you soon.